guys, hope everyone's having a lovely evening tonight. Welcome back to EIR. We are here for round 7 of the championship. We are here for the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. And in the commentary box you have myself as always, EIR Apollo, and I'm hoping everyone is having a lovely evening. Hello Pulse Ray, hope you are doing well, my friend. Yeah, I mean you have a good chance tonight, I would say. And just before we go on, well, before we started, I don't understand why people beg for a seat, right, and then leave. I just don't understand it. But we're here. This means we have to find another driver. It really doesn't mean much. I mean, it means everything to me because I want people to enjoy the league and all that kind of stuff. And it just pisses me off when people take the piss, really. Anyways. We've got LTK on track. Exotic has returned after a week off. I think Kreml, I want to say, is returned. Hopefully John doesn't have any issues this week. Last week was a bit of a shitstorm, and apparently Emilia track limits are a bit dodgy. So hopefully we have no problems tonight, but hopefully everyone's having a good evening. Been a very busy weekend. I'm supposed to get my hair cut. As before we get these laps underway, I'm supposed to get my hair cut done today. So I went to my usual barbers as per usual, because I've only got the one barbers that I like going to. And there was one guy already doing a customer's hair, and there was another 4 people waiting. And it usually takes like a good hour to do someone's hair in that place. So I was not waiting 4 hours. Exotic has left the session. He should be able to rejoin. Anyway, LTK gets his qualifying session underway in his Mercedes. Down into turn 1. Just about keeping it in track limits, but he has backed out this lap, so we'll get on board with Kreml, who is also invalidated their flying lap. So we will get on board with every gangster out. That's going to be Wolf. It kicks me out. I'll kick you in, don't worry. I was hoping you get yourself in because I don't really like doing all this. Where the hell are you? There you are. Did they boot you off completely onto the off the game? CSR Wolf. Up the hill. Oh, you should have got the invite. So just join back when you can, pal. CSR Wolf. Down into the final sector. We'll be looking to pick up some very valuable points tonight. Into the penultimate corner. LTK goes quickest with a 127.6. Here comes CSR Wolf out of the final corner. Goes quickest with a 117.5. Gangster out, following suit with a 119.6. Let's get on board with Havoc. He will be the next driver. This should go, I'd imagine, top of the table. As he's entering into the little kink now, 16-4. We have got a few other drivers currently on track. Whiskey Andy starting his flying lap, but he has pulled out of that one. He's on an outbound, apologies. Here comes Kreml. That's a spare actually. Oh no. Squire out on track. I think that was Exotic getting back into it. Flash. Kreml out the final corner. Should be a big improvement. This could go top. And he does with a 15.8 on the medium size. LTK goes even quicker with a 14.4. That puts him to the top of the leaderboard. Let Joe was given a 10-second time for his Mac attack won last week. But Let Joe will be looking to get back onto winning ways this week at Imola. Wasn't here. Oh, and Let Joe is invalidated. Noob. Despair going slowly. Optic. Is he order that? I think so. I think Optic is the next driver to cross the line, so it might be Reese actually. Reese to the line as well. I think he's actually coming actually. Here comes Optic. 15-3 goes to second place. Risky Andy on a flying lap as well. Let's look at what Despair is doing. He's gone again on the same set of tyres. Alex Squire starting a flying lap as well. Exotic, did you able to get back in, mate? I don't think I saw it pop up. That's the reason I'm asking. Risky Andy. Final sector to one last sector to go. 3 corners remaining. Oh, that's very wide. Just about keeping within track limits to the line now. What is the first time for Andy going to be? It's an 18-0. Despair, invalidating again. I'm the Pog. Winner of last week's sprint race at Miami. I definitely have to get. I think John has got to be one of the contenders for driver of the season so far. Around 3 years out of playing the game, returns with I think it was a P. What did he get pre-season? I think it was a P3 of pre-season. No, it was a P2. No, I think it was a P1. So. And then since then, he's haven't really found his form. But last week showed that he had the pace to win. But here comes John into the final corner. It's going to be a 14-6, 2 tenths off LTK. I'd imagine he's probably got a little bit more time left in the tank. Let's have a look to see what other people are doing. Exotic has finally got back into the lobby. We're just over 10 minutes remaining. Reese Simo back out onto circuit. Here comes Mac Attack, last week's race winner, picking up maximum points as well. Did pick up a penalty in the sprint race though, as he had a partially broken front wing and then kind of forced Reese off the circuit after kind of hit. Mac Attack looking to go back-to-back wins. As he enters into the final couple of corners now, Optic back out on track, Kreml also out on an outlap. Mac Attack to the line, can he be anywhere near his teammate? It's going to be a 14-6, pops himself into third place, only just behind John there. Let Joe, invalidation again, CSR Wolf back out onto another lap here. I think his best finish at the moment is a 6th place. That was an invalidation, but he's got away with it. Still waiting for 5 drivers to settle. I'd imagine Joe will be somewhere up near the top when he can finally get. Kreml has had a bit of a spin out of the final corner. Exotic is going back out onto the circuit. No, that is going to be his. Oh, it was him. CSR Wolf out the final corner. Only just about beating his time. Let's jump on board with Reese. Looked a bit out of shape going out of that corner. That just sounds like a quarter back. That's not the case. I promise. Out the final corner now. The yellow flag on circle. That is a Mercedes of LTK just getting out of the way. Reese the line goes to 7th, just above his teammate. The spare, of course, has been invalidated lap. Why am I not surprised? Only one on a lap. Let's have a look. Optic up into 5th place at the moment, doing incredibly well. Let's see what his second sector is going to be as he goes through the line very soon. Around now, I think. Slightly down, can pick that up though in the final few corners. Absolute. Oh, he's just about gone out of track limits. That's going to ruin his lap. Kreml with a nice bit of slipstream where he turns to the pits. Let's get on board with BXTN as he finds his way up the hill, down by the Peretti sign. Chucks it into the left hand and now downhill. What a bit of elevation at this track. Very hard braking zone there, but he manages to do very well under the Aramco signage. Very quick chicane here. BXN on his way back down to the start of the circuit, going past all the houses on his right hand side. That must be a great view when it's race day. BXN out of the final corner through the little kink. I think just taking out a bottle there. He goes up to 4th place. That's a solid lap to jump on board with his teammate. With Exotic, who was racing yesterday, picked up a podium. Could have got the win if he did not get that time penalty near the end. But Exotic out of the final corner, what can he do on his first flying lap? Goes to 6th place, not too far behind the XTN. Let Joe also out on circuit. We've also got the top 2 currently. LTK has, CSR Wolf has retired. That is in the pits. I think Kreml is now on his way back out. LTK starting another lap. Here comes John. 1 point, just under 2 tenths up. Let's see what his second sector is going to be. Just about up by a tenth. Oh, that's an invalidation as well. He may come into the pits and put a new set of tyres on. Let Joe, still sitting in 14th place, has managed to keep this lap valid. Not exactly sure how his lap is looking as he hasn't set a lap yet. Out of the final corner he goes to the line. Is this going to be the quickest time we've seen so far? It's a 14.3 and he goes to the top of the leaderboard. Let Joe domination bores fans, allegedly. Risky Andy on a lap himself, Ryan Exotic. Still looking good in P7, but has enough time to come into the pit to get a new set of tyres on. Despair still looking to get a lap on the board at least. And that's another invalidation. Risky Andy up by nearly a second. This would put him clear above CSR Wolf. Would be around near Havoc. Has got the Red Bull of Joe just slightly ahead of him. Let Joe getting well out of the way. So around a second up. Runs out wide, and that's going to be another invalidation we've seen. How many invalidated laps have we seen? I think nearly everybody has had some sort of invalidated lap. What's the worst thing we've actually had? Speeding in the pit lane. Naughties. Let's get on board with Despair hasn't got a lap. Andy has Hello, I think Andy just finished his lap. Yeah, yeah. Gangster Al has retired. He has done all he can. As we have 3 minutes remaining, Kreml on a lap. Well, he's actually starting a lap soon, actually. So we will stay on board with him because the spare, I think, is slightly. No, the spare is actually slightly ahead, actually. He hasn't invalidated his lap time just yet. Give it a second and he will. By the way, thank you, Miley, for the follow. I haven't been live since yesterday and it happened. Joe has retired. So he feels like he's done everything that he can. What about LTK? He's going slow. Despair up the hill. Chucks it in. Keeps it within track limits. This will probably be his one and only lap time. John back out on circuit. That's an invalidated lap. And that might be Andy's final lap as well. Havoc starts his flying lap. Kreml has invalidated. Makatak on a lap. LTK will be going for another lap by the looks of things. Havoc is retired and that is on circuit. He has crashed out of qualifying. So that is not good for the Hash driver. And if Despair can actually get a lap time on the board, he's not going to have much ERS to play with there. And probably not a lot of fuel either. So he might be saved here. Mac Attack, I think, will be the next lap. Is Despair getting well out of the way, I guess you could say. Mac Attack to the line, goes quickest, and he is on provisional pole with a 1:14.1. LTK looking to retake that, but he's down in the first sector. Fagu has invalidated his lap time, and I think that is going to be the end of his qualifying as well. XFR Optic at the final corner to start his last flying lap. Kreml up by 2/10. Despair getting all sideward. Allied Squire is also retired. I don't know how he's crashed there, but anyway, restart the final corner now. What can he do? Can he bring his car back up to spare? Also, retired. He's going to be starting last. Reese goes up to 9th. Kreml pits. LTK up into P2. It's a Mercedes 1-2. And John does not make it to the line in time. BXCN Exotic is off the circuit and is sparking apparently. How have you made it all the way over there? Exotic on a lap. BXCN also on a lap himself. Good Optic. Yeah, he did go through that pretty well. BXCN currently 3 and a bit tenths off. He might have just lost all that time though through that sequence of corners as he thunders down to the penultimate corner. BXCN to the line. Optic goes to 7th. Can BXCN get anywhere near the top 3? Goes to 4th. And that is qualifying done. And Mac Attack is on pole position for the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. And everything is working. Apart from Mac Attack is not on pole, apparently. They can change that. Oh. I've broken something. There we go. So there we go. Alright, let me get a time in the chat. So this is the starting order. Makatak on pole position with LTK in second. Let Joe in third. BXTN in fourth. Underpog in fifth. Allied Spire in P6. Optic P7. Exotic in P8. Reese in P9. Kreml in 10th. Havoc in P11. Wolf in 12th. Andy in 13th. Gangster Owl in 14th. And Despair starting from the back. And that will be a very interesting race to see where he eventually finishes. My predictions. Ooh, let me think. I reckon Mac Attack, Joe, and I reckon John will shithouse his way to a podium. I reckon John will get it based off not picking up too many penalties. I'd say very mixed strategy, but a lot of people are still opting for the medium. So, and it was incredibly dull, great. It's Cracker monster. Pardon me. What's that, brother? I don't know what you're chatting, mate. Okay. Okay. I came into my life just like another season. Just not a whole lot for you. Nothing. What am I fixer with? It's called an Allen key.
Where's the Allen key?
In my hand.
Which one's the Allen key?
It's this one. Yeah.
Oh, that's what is the Allen key.
Yeah.
What happened to Cat?
Nothing. Just tighten the armrest up.
Why?
Because I want to.
Where's the finish line then?
So we haven't started just yet. We can ready up now though. You'll be able to see it in a second. Oh, now about to. We gotta wait for the cars to shut. Can you see any cars?
Yeah.
Can you see the finish line?
I see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just can't see the line.
Thomas, can you say something for me? Can you say it's lights out and away we go? Can you say it?
Right where we go.
Good boy. Right. A lot of people have changed their strategies, to be fair. A lot of people opting for the soft tyres. Hello, anybody that's new and watching. Hope everyone is having a lovely. Oh, a message on Kick, not Kick. Fucking Discord. I came into my life just like I never seen her. So Makatak leads us under this formation lap. The spare. Oh dear, it's just hit his teammate. I just know Andy's fuming. A lot of aggressive weaving.
No, okay.
You okay? Shouldn't you be going to bed soon? Does anyone know if it's supposed to be raining? What is this warming up process these Mercedes are doing? It looks like it's about to rain. Can't lie. Oh, it actually is raining. That explains why a lot of people... What the hell has just happened? People have had enough. Is Nakata just hoping? Come on, Makatak, get your ass in your spot. Oh, for fuck's sake. Rain on horizon. As we have 15 drivers fighting out for the win. It's 5 lights out and away we go. The Emilia Romagna Grand Prix, and Makatak has got the better start, but LTK up the inside, blocking in Let Joe. Let Joe trying to go through the middle on the pod up into 4th place. As he takes that 4th place off BXTN. BXTN losing a bit of time, and LTK gets overtaken by Let Joe. And Let Joe is up into 2nd place, and that is where he would love to be, right behind Makatak. But LTK not going to keep that down. He is going to be all over the back of... Oh, we got a Ferrari off in the background. That's going to be Gremmel. He is... I don't think he's actually finished a race yet or scored any points. Scoring or talking of scoring points, as you can see, RS100 is not here today. And that unfortunately brings an end to his... Oh. Yeah, it does this sometimes, don't worry. We are back. It does that when I'm using the app. I'm using it when LTK is on those medium tyres, so he will be going a little bit longer than the drivers behind him. And the Pog losing a little bit of time behind. DRS will be activated, technically be activated next lap. There is only the one DRS zone here, and BXCN into the slipstream using the ERS. BXCN seems to just, can he get the overtake done? Goes for the move. Nearly gets completely wiped out there, but John keeps into that 4th place. He is losing a bit of time though. Let Joe all over the back of Makatak. The same as can be said for LTK. Onto the back of Let Joe. As we see Despair from the back of the grid up into 9th place now. As the rain starts to come down ever so slightly, which is probably why those drivers are on the soft tyres. Despair picks up the first time penalty of the weekend. Let Joe, CSR Wolf being the second driver, can let Joe get this opportunity done and dusted before the rain starts pouring out of the sky. He's in prime position, not too far behind, but he's also got to look out from behind from LTK as he's right behind these two. Is Makatak about to lose 2 positions in one? Underpog has lost a lot of time. LTK, fastest lap of the race as Let Joe goes to the inside and he takes the lead of the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. Underpog losing 2 positions going down into turn 1. Doesn't seem to have the pace around him. The Ryan Exotic also looking for a move on the Red Bull driver. Could be because he's opting for a more wet setup, potentially. Exotic getting all tail happy. Reese looking for a move. Have it up 1 position from where he started in 11th place. Let Joe starting to get a nice little comfortable lead at the front. Despair nearly losing the rear on the pog around the outside. And Ryan Exotic trying to get that move done. Exotic gets moved out of the way, but Exotic. Oh, that's going to be contact on the rear, but I don't think anything bad is going to come of it. Rain starting to come down a little bit harder now. And LTK, even on those medium tyres, seems to have a little bit more pace about him. Let Joe quickest so far. LTK lost a little bit of time going out the final corner, and that may compromise his line. Exotic going down, and Allied Squire up into 4th. Here comes Exotic. Really go for the move down the inside. He does not. John runs out a little bit wide, gets onto the curb, hits the little sausage curb as well, and that nearly spits him out into the wall. But BSCN now down to 5th place after being overtaken by Allied Squire into turn 1. He'll be looking to get that place back. Exotic now losing the rear again, and Reece Simo capitalises on that slight mistake and he moves up into 7th, and now Havoc will be looking for the move on the Aston Martin driver as well. Can he get up to his teammate? Andy picks up a 3-second time penalty. Kreml is now closing up to the rear. Gangster Al. Now remember, we do have a point up for picking up no penalties. Oh, Despair looking for the move on Havoc. These two were teammates last season. Or was it the season before? It was one of those. Despair looks like has a bit more pace. CSR Wolf picking up another time penalty, but he loses the rear. And Reece Simo opting for potentially the intermediates already. BXTN now moves up, and Makatak is into the lead as we look to move towards the intermediate tyres. And this could get very interesting. Reece is the first driver on those intermediates, so let's see what his pace is going to be like when he comes out the pits and starts to get those intermediate tyres warmed up. Makatak leads this Grand Prix by just under 3/10, or just over 3/10 of a second. LTK looking for the move on Let Joe. Makatak going to be defending like absolute hell, going down to this next braking zone. I think he's got the gap that he needs. We've got a yellow flag, and that is going to be Allied Squire tumbling down the order. Not exactly sure what's happened, but I'm the Pog back up into P5. Exotic running extremely wide, and here comes Allied Squire retaking that place back. Let's see if any of the top 3 come in. They do not. BXCN also stays out. Oh, John's lagging apparently. Hopefully that doesn't affect him too much, but I have a feeling Allied Squire. Here comes Exotic. Oh, Makatak off the circuit. This is going to give BXCN the podium position. Optic now up into 9th. Despair off the circuit himself. It is definitely time for the intermediate tyres. Whiskey Andy up into 11th. CSR Wolf down into 12th. And Reese on the better tyre, I would imagine, currently. Isn't doing exceptional on this tyre, but definitely on the right side. That Joe currently leads this race ahead of LTK. DXCN a whole 1.5 seconds behind, and Mac Attack has picked up a 3-second time penalty, and that is probably going to cost him a decent point position here. Especially if we have any late safety cars, we'll let Joe opt to come into the pits as Slappy stays out, the same as LTK. DRS still activated, that's keeping these drivers out. Macatak also comes in, I would assume, for a set of intermediates. And here comes LTK, switches to the inside, goes for the move. Oh, and they've made contact, and LTK spins out of this race and let Joe continues on. VXDN is indeed up into second, and I'm the Pog up John. I think he's also had another spin, and he's into the gravel. He's lagged back into the gravel. He is opting to come back onto the tracks safely eventually. There we go. Allied Squire picking up a 3-second time penalty. It is all kicking off here. Risky Andy also into the pits for a set of intermediate tyres. It's definitely time for the intermediates. Kreml up into 10th place. CSR Wolf in 9th currently, but he does have 6 seconds of penalty to spare, running out wide once again. Allied Squire making his way up into 4th, just behind either Pog, but also has a time penalty on his hands. Kreml picking up a time penalty. The spare picks up another one, and Macatak makes his way past. Oh, the Pog is in very deep. And they continue on. Is the Pog going to be pretty this lap? He does indeed. He's had enough of those soft tyres. I'd imagine set of intermediates. It looks like that. It is indeed. He will probably come out. Got another driver coming in. We've got a yellow flag. Risky Andy, I think, has had. That's LTK. That's a safety car. Finally gets in. Find the Pog. Returns to the track in 12th place. Reese has come back in for another set of intermediates. LTK fixing that front wing of his. Risky Andy moves up into 13th place. That's going to give everyone on the softs a bit of a free stop. You'd think everyone would be coming in. Some people are stupid enough to stay out though. Aston Martins are going to be in a little bit of trouble though. I know what, Exotic is actually quite far behind, so I think he should be fine. Kreml has to, there had to be one person, wasn't there? Oh, that was close. That was extremely close. I think John just about got there. I think. CSR Wolf picking up a time penalty. 9 seconds now, isn't it? Yeah. Kreml's still just chilling on hards, because why not? I mean, if he appeared now, he'd come out last, I would say, anyway. That's why I'm trying to get as much warmth as he can into those tyres. I imagine Kreml will be in this lap. He has to be, surely. He'll be out in last, but... Gross stays out. He's going to be a bit of a nuisance when we get this race back underway, which should be, I would imagine, this lap. But he's going to be a bit of a nuisance, I'd imagine. Currently, John would finish third. If he can keep within the 3 seconds, he should be fine. Safety car. As soon as we get to around here, or not, maybe there. Oh, there apparently. As we look to get this race back underway, Kreml on those. Makatak not happy apparently. Quite a late call from the safety car. Backs everyone up. I'd imagine Joe will leave this as late as possible. Probably to now. And he has caught people lacking. Kreml trying to get the purpose, and John has just overtaken everybody. People are about to crash. I can see it happening. John's up to third. Kreml has just gone wide. Exotic right onto the... Oh. That's Joe getting overtaken. Me getting overtaken. Both Red Bulls currently being hunted by Aston Martins. Makatek has spun. He is now 15th. Despair has also lost time. He's all the way down in 14th. I think I'm going to have a word with the stewards and see if we can start dishing out penalties for drivers that are on the ink. I'm pretty sure we actually have a rule against this. Oh, it's you. What are you doing? Huh? You are Thomas. Who are you then? You're Bonge. Ah. I thought Bond... The RS enabled now. So I wonder if we're going to be opting back to BXCN into the lead of this race. BXCN picks up 3 seconds. And I think John just picked up the time for me. And Exotic just picked up the time for me. You're Thomas. You're not Bonge. Bonge is taller. You're not Bonge. Bonge wears glasses. You're not wearing glasses. And Bond DRS is now disabled. Make your mind up. You're not Bonge. Bonge isn't racing. Because he hasn't got his PC yet. Once he gets his PC, he might be racing. Got Joe to the outside. Find the pod coming under a little bit of pressure from behind. Here comes Exotic. Or not. John definitely has a little bit more straight line speed. Here comes Squire. Can he do anything? Here comes Reese and his teammate. Chucks it down the inside. Keeps it within track now. It's a beautiful move from Reese. Actually a really good move, I can't lie. Kreml has now finally decided to pit. So both Hasses, Optic and LTK, the only driver picking up the team race points, nothing. Oh, John's drifting apparently. I haven't really spoke to John in a fair while, so I don't really know how his pace is going to be here, and it doesn't seem to be entirely great, I can't lie. He's keeping up there though. Spare 3 second time, right? That's about 40 seconds already. Here comes Joe around the outside of BXTN. BXTN retaking that lead, but let Joe down the inside. Thomas. Huh? You got something for me? What you got me? Oh, Havoc. Say, oh, Havoc. You dropped it, I think. Close my eyes. Okay. Oh, you got my toy back again. Thank you. Doesn't stick though, does it? It's supposed to. It sticks on my phone though, but I'm using my phone for that. Here comes Joe. That's because it's got suction. BXDM picking up another time penalty. LTK onto the back of Optic. LTK. That might get looked at by the stewards. Oh, maybe just over there. Exotic now into the real tracks of Let Joe. Let Joe. Optic back up. This is going to be a very good battle, I have a feeling. Very scrappy as well. Getting all out of shape. LTK opting for the middle of the track. Where'd you drop? Yes, you did. Why are you putting stickers on it? Oh, Joe, Optic. So only Race and LTK. Is everyone going to be picking up a time penalty? Should we have a look? Should we see if LTK is close? It's Reese. But he's close. and then it was LTK. One's probably for hitting someone. Andy picks up a time penalty. So what is the penalty situation? 6-6-3. Someone's spun. Or people are pitting. No. Exotic's up to 4th though. Squire's up to 3rd. Havoc. Oh, Reese is off. LTK up to 7th now. Wolf into the pits. Wolf out of the pits. That's why getting well out of shape. We are now halfway, well, we're just halfway through this race. We are now actually halfway through the race. Here comes Exotic. Thought about the move. They chuck it down the inside. Time the Pog picks up a 3-second time penalty. Mac Attack now picks up time penalty. I think this could be one of those track limits issues. Uh-huh. Ah. Okay. Huh? Yeah, your favourite colour is orange, isn't it? What do you think Daddy's is? Yeah. Oh, John's off. Oh, John's off again. Virtual safety car. Oh. That's out all the way down to 15th. The spare gets past his teammate under a VSC. Oh, Mac Attack's now off. I think Andy was just coming out of the pits. So that'll be interesting to see what happened there. John will definitely be in this. Whether he continues is a different question. John isn't usually a guy to give up. Pits, yeah, is into the pit, so is Squire, so is Exotic. That's now drive through. John nearly running into the back of Optic. That's now picked up another drive-through. John into the pits. Hasn't really been going his way today, but he comes back into the pits. Should get out well ahead of the spare. LTK is up into second place. Optics into third. But I'd imagine they need to... They don't have to pit. Because it's now a class as a wet race. But they won't need to pit now. The spare actually gets out ahead of John, so does Andy. John will be picking up one measly point. Ah. Fair enough. Yeah, I like it. Right, give us a hug. Come here. Aww. We had a yellow flag, Thomas. And Joe has now lapped. Thanks, Ralph. What's the matter? It's our 3-second time running. Next hour, I think needs to go in another. Ah, bye, Thomas. Yeah, so against hour needs to go through the pits one more time. Pits, yeah, up into third. Another yellow flag, and that is Mac attack off the truck. That's been cleared fairly quickly. Biggest winner so far is Havoc up 4. I think currently I'd probably go with I think currently it'd be between Optic and Exotic for Driver of the Day for me. Driver of the Day doesn't give you anything, it just gives you Driver of the Day. I think if Joe pits now, which I don't think he will, going south back into the pits, might as well retire at this point. I mean, and this is another, I mean, even if he gets a safety car, he won't be able to lap himself. Here comes Squire though, on the pog, right to the back of the spare. This will be a little naughty battle, but you got a flag. That is Mac attack and he has crashed, and that is a safety car. Oh my. I never thought I would see. I'd have no words. I think the only argument Despair can have is if he was braking so he didn't go under the, he was going too slow. That's the only thing I can think of, because why else would you brake there? Especially when you've got, like, you shouldn't be braking that hard when you've got a car directly behind you anyway. If we're being, like, brutally honest. It's then comes everyone, I think, is pitting. Exotic is going to stay out. What an absolute lad. Podium guaranteed. Go on, Exotic. picks up a time penalty. That's I think that's 15 seconds worth of penalties. Only 2 drivers still picks up an extra point. They're not fast enough actually. How to find out? That's that is a joke, of course it is. Well, that's not going to get beaten unless we get another spell of dry. Andy is now ahead of John. John has just had bad luck all race, pretty much. I think him going off at what is turn 3? I think that's the only kind of incident that he's had that is probably off his own back, but I mean, there's no doubt that Despair is brake checking. But the only argument that he can say is if he is recording, like, if he can't prove, yo, I could win, you could win. Joe has 6 seconds, I think, doesn't he? Yeah. I'll have a look to see if he's close to another one. Warning, 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 then a penalty. Oh, so he's 2 more warnings away from a pen. I'm telling you now, if Exotic wins, I'm not going to hear the end of it. Just please don't run into the back of Joe, for the love of God. Safety car, I think we've got 1 more lap, I would say. Might be in this lap actually, I don't know. I'm about to find out. Nah, we've got 1 more lap. Unless it's a super late one. With this game, it would not surprise me. And as soon as I'm done with these interviews, I'm going to bed. Well, I say going to bed, I mean, what I mean by that is that I'm going to go lay on the sofa and just chill before going to bed. But first I need to get the video onto YouTube before it goes live on YouTube for, I think, 10:30. I still think our races do better on YouTube because unless you have like YouTube Premium or get lucky, you don't get any ads on YouTube. But with Twitch, but I try and get a little bit of ad revenue, like, so it's not like I've seen a lot worse where I've had like I think it was like 10 or 12 adverts in like one sitting. It was mental. I think the most, I think it's like 2 or 3 with this. Just tightening up the bolts on my desk, which I might have a change around tomorrow because I don't really like sitting where I sit. Because at the current moment I can see, so just to give people a, I guess, a virtual view of what I'm looking at. So I have a 2 monitor setup. I would go 3 monitor, but I haven't got the PC to do that. Yet, anyway. I am getting a new PC, hopefully by the end of the year. Safety car is in this. So I have Streamlabs and like chat on my left monitor, which I am getting a new monitor as well. Actually, I'm replacing the monitor that I'm using for the Xbox app because my Xbox is by the big TV. Streamlabs chat and all that, and then obviously the game, and then I have obviously the Xbox over there, which is how I'm able to stream, blah 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 blah. No one really cares, but I'm just trying to pass the time whilst we get this safety car moment back underway. And I imagine Joe will go probably around the same time as he did last time, and he does indeed. Exotic. A little bit warier, a little bit more. LTK though. Alex Dwyer up to 4th, Optic down to 5th. It's the end, that is Havoc currently sat on the grass. Gets the end, shucks it up the inside of Optic. Minimal contact. Both passes look like they came together, but I think they've got away with anything serious. That is one of the Hasses off. That is going to be Havoc all the way down to 13th, so he won't be scoring any points. Well, he will, because Wolf has about 20 years worth of penalties. Here comes on the Pog. On to Andy. A lot of people running wide. Reese up into 6th. Oh my god. Well, Reese should get a penalty. And people just need to drive better. Like in that instance, there's about 4 cars going to the same corner at once. It's never really gonna pay off well. To stage, you really need to go that close to Optic. Let's spare off circuit once again. So I can get like a good view. I'm the Pog up to 8th now. That's a Haas. Is that a Haas? Yeah, Havoc. Losing a bit of time again. He is up into 11th. Reese sending it up the inside. I think Wolf has a bit of damage there. On the Fog onto the back of Optic now. Camel could pick up. I think he hasn't scored any points just yet. Now let me quickly just do. So he hasn't scored any points just yet. Here comes Crumble though. On the Fog up to 7th. He likes to break spare with another time for a shot more and have it with another time for a shot more. Actually, that is a bit of a shot actually. But you know, Van Reese is out of the race. That's another safety car. Right, Exotic. Oh my god. I think that just scared the shit out of Exotic then. If Joe pits, pit as well, because you are on older tyres. If Joe stays out, you stay out. Because I don't think you want to be battling with everyone else. But I reckon if Joe pits, everyone else will start to pit. What are you doing? It's only 3 laps to be fair, so there's not much difference. And oh, Squire did it. He nearly got him. The spare is pink, to be fair. Optic also stayed. I don't think anyone else was pit, to be honest. Havoc does, though. And if you have a broken front wing, you're not going to be losing too much time. Gangsta is a lap down, so points for everybody. I don't know if everyone has a broken front wing. Doesn't look it. LTK. LTK is probably going to win this low rate pulse race. Sam, sorry. Don't you need to change your Twitch name again? Because you're not part of JRT anymore, are you? Because you've got your own team. I remember we had talks of... This is like back in... I think it was SRL. We were gonna... I was gonna offer to pay people to change their gamer tags to like SRL and then whatever they wanted. I'm glad I didn't do that. I feel like you should only do that if you don't plan on changing like the name, and as you can tell, I like changing names of the league. It took me 3 seasons to change SVOR because I felt like having cynical. Cynical is quite a bad word, but we changed like the spelling of it, so it wasn't like as bad. And then we had SRL, which I wish I kept with. I can't lie, but shit happens. I'm not gonna go through it all again. Fucking Andy Pitt. New front wing for the Pog. He broke his front wing again. How did he manage to do that? We just blame the spare. He has definitely not had the race to remember, John. Although he has got less penalties than most of the drivers around him. So, yeah, so he'll move up. Potentially 3 or 4 places once we cross the line. He's also joint highest with the amount of pit stops they've made. Safety car in this lap, I'd imagine. Gangsta puts on a 3-second time penalty. Safety car is indeed in this lap. I'd imagine you'll be going the same place as last time. It's like he usually goes like a few feet before the pit lane as the gravel trap ends. Told you. This is what he's going to be battling. I'm the Pog picks up a 3-second time penalty. Not long left to go in this Grand Prix. 30 laps on the Pog, back up into 11th. I think he lost the place. Unless he gave the place back, because he did pick up a 3-second time penalty corner cutting. To spare up to 8th. Optic up to 6th now. On the Pog up to 10th now. Try to pick up a few more places. No! Pope has just come out to defend the inside. I don't think LTK will go for the move. He knows he's got the win. You just need to keep it on the tarmac, lad. And you should be guaranteed at least a second place. Allied Squire, though, attempting fate around the outside. That safety car bloody notice is annoying the shit out of me, I can't lie. Here comes BXTN, thundering up the inside. It's outside, isn't it? Is that outside? I don't even know at this point. Exotic losing a bit more time. Fingers crossed he can keep within that 3 seconds. LTK probably going to win this. Unless he picks up a time penalty. Then Exotic will win. LTK I think isn't too far away from a penalty. Pog up to 8th now. Optic all the way down to 10th. Havoc now up to 8th. On the Pog. Losing all those positions that he's just gained. Spare picks up a time penalty. On the Pog back up to 10th. I think Exotic is going to finish 3rd here. LTK. I mean, Joe could make a mistake easily. But let Joe on pole position. Hasn't had it easy this week. Not going to have it easy this week either. As he does have the 6 seconds looming over him. Exotic will finish 3rd due to the amount of penalties that everyone behind him has, unless Joe messes up into this last corner, which he does not. But he comes out of the final corner. Let Joe wins the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix on track. But LTK should win this race. And he does. Let Joe's into 2nd, Exotic up to 3rd, Allied Squire into 4th, BXTN into 5th, Havoc up to 6th. No, Kreml's up to 6th. Optic up to 7th, Havoc 8th, Hog in 9th, Whiskey Andy in 10th to spare all the way down 11. I think Kreml has picked up that last point, I think. I could be completely wrong. The spare driver of the day, Izzy Fuck. Exotic being driver of the day. Makatak purposely crashed into the pit lane. I can't prove that unless you've got proof of it and send it in. Oh, Wolf picked up. Oh, Kreml picks up 6th place, so he does pick up a whole lot of points. But there we go. That is the Grand Prix over and done with. We will now move over to. Let me just see if all this is working. Oh, it's beautiful. Alright. I have an on-track map of him crashing into the pit wall. Somehow, someone of that skill wouldn't do that. I mean, unless you can prove that he's done it purposely, there's not really a whole lot we can do. Right, let's get. LTK Joe And you join me in the streaming. And that was Emilia one. No penalties? Holy shit. It's a first for us. I just went off. Someone joined. Oh god, it's him. Let's see if anyone else joins. People are enjoying. People are crying.
I cried, to be fair. It was a tough race.
Just seeing if LTK is going to join, and then we can get these. There we go. Right. You might want to unmute your mic, LTK. There you go. Right. I'm going to go through your names. I just want you to say hello so I can hear it on stream. Right. Exotic.
Hi.
Right, yeah, you're good. LTK.
Hi.
Yeah, and Joe. Turn your bloody mic back on.
Hi.
Fuck's sake, bro.
There we go. Right. Let's get these underway then. Right, we'll start off with third place. Exotic, welcome to the podium. Is that your first podium in EIR?
No, I won in Japan, remember?
I can't remember all the way back then. I can't lie, big man. I've been asleep since then. Yeah, pretty decent race for yourself. Very mid qualifying, I guess you could say. But you've come away with another podium due to all the penalties around you. So just give us a few words of your race tonight.
I mean, I would have won if there wasn't some questionable things going on down at Mercedes, but I'll take the podium. Qualifying wasn't great. I mean, BLT Jacobs signed me out of my bloody account midway through qualifying, so couldn't get back in. But yeah, I think I got ahead of Reese and I absolutely barreled it into turn one. Got in, yeah, I got ahead of. I think I got ahead of Squire in the process, and I had a fight with Pog, who was quite questionable today. I will say, um, but it was fun until the last 10 laps. So I will say it was a nice race, and thank you for Joe for respecting the fact that two cars can go side by side at Imola. And GG's.
That's what we like to hear. Yeah, congratulations for your P3.
Thank you.
I don't think you got caught up in any incidents from the looks of things, so
Nah.
I'd expect you to keep this P3. So congratulations. Right, we'll move over to second place. Joe, hello. I'm usually
Hello.
interviewing you last because you win every bloody week, but this week you're second, but you're still going to lead the championship because your closest rival crashed out. So
I saw. Yes, I saw.
and so you're definitely going to be extending. Your teammate, on the other hand, not the greatest of all races. Looked like he was struggling for pace.
Yeah, he texted me before. Oh, yeah.
But yeah, just give us a few words from your race tonight.
I mean, it was a good race, obviously, until the rain come out, and then things happened, and then BXTN got in front of me, and I picked up a load of warnings, and obviously got me 6 seconds behind him because he was just braking early. From my point of view, he probably wasn't, but that's just the way I thought what he was doing. I ended up getting the penalties, and then I just tried my best to try and get a podium, and then safety car came out, and I thought it was over, but I just tried my best to try and pull away, and I eventually did, and then I'm happy I got the P2 in the end.
Yeah, it's a pretty decent race for yourself. Only one person, by the way, finished without any penalties, and that is the man that won. We will. First off,
Shouldn't have been 3 warnings.
you got 3. Well, you didn't get a penalty, so shut the hell up. Otherwise, we'll have to give you a 3-second, then you'll lose your win. I think. Would you lose your win?
Me.
Yeah, if we gave. Yeah, you would lose your win if we gave you a 3-second time penalty. So don't complain. Right, anyway, well done, Joe, for your P2. I'm sure you'll. Wow, we ain't got a race next week because it's break week. Thank fuck for that. Right, anyway, we'll move over to the race winner, LTK. Welcome to the winner's podium and the top
Hello.
step of that. So, congratulations, first and foremost. And yeah, just give us a word. Yeah, we had a pretty quiet race, I would say.
Yeah.
And you just kind of capitalise on everyone picking up penalties around you. So just give us a few words from your race tonight.
Yeah. Started on mediums, had a bit of a collision on lap 8, I think, which put me near the back of the grid. And just praying the wet conditions came quicker, and they did. So come back from that. So yeah.
I mean,
And then everyone got penalties around me, which I'm kind of happy about because that's what got me the win.
I don't know if you finished there or
But yeah,
you just stopped talking. But yeah,
I don't know.
solid win. And I mean, you did tag your teammate in the Discord. What was it this afternoon? Saying big points for Merc. Your teammate apparently, according to Exotic, crashed in the pit lane on purpose.
I did not see it.
So I don't really know what exactly has happened.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we are going to have another 2008 Singapore Grand Prix on our hands, which will be fun for us stewards. Not, well, shit, crash cake. Shut up, Exotic. I can see you.
I didn't even say anything, bro. At least I'm saying it in the chat.
I can literally say it in the Discord. Maybe I should get
No.
the Discord. Right, anyway. Yeah, well, congratulations to all 3 of you. You provided a pretty decent race, I would say. To everyone else, stop picking up penalties. Because I did say at the start, it will be down to whoever doesn't pick up that many penalties, and I was right for the first time in my life. But yeah, as I said, we are not racing next week because it's break week, so everyone can have a bit of a relaxing week, I suppose. But I will be live again probably Wednesday for Broke Boys. But I might be live tomorrow doing some GTA shit and all that kind of stuff. But until then, guys, I will see you soon, and goodbye.